Hello everyone, I'm so sorry about this angle and everything. I was attempting to make my video as close to noon as I possibly could, which turned out to be about 12:15 p.m. based on some stuff that I had going on with my grandson. And then I accidentally opened Mozilla and my internet got all glitchy and whatnot and the other, so I'm doing this non-live and will post it as soon as I'm done, which, I mean, y'all will know that when you go to watch it and you'll know when I posted it. But anyway, so this video is going to be about the Alter Ego finale of the first episode, or the first season, I'm sorry. The Masked Singer season 6 episode 12, which was the Group B finale. And that is all. I started saying something else, but that's all. And I am going to try and post my Mystery Mondays video tonight at approximately 8 p.m. And I'm going to be back to doing stuff about the cold cases in national parks within the United States. Some of the possibly more recent ones, like Joel Thomasson's going to look into that and see if there's anything else that has developed on some of those cases, perhaps. But anyway, first I want to talk about Alter Ego, which I almost totally completely forgot that I was going to talk about until I was putting the information in my description. And I'm sorry that I'm so far away from the camera this time, and it seems like I'm so far down, but my phone is literally sitting on my laptop so that I can record this because my laptop is having issues right now. Anyway, so on Alter Ego, the finale, there were 4 contestants still left, which I kept saying me and my sister Angie were both saying that we were pretty sure there were more than just 2 people left. The ones that had ended up on there, oops, I wrote one of the wrong people down. Anyway, the ones that had ended up in the finale, or on the thing from last time, were, I believe, Seven and Dipper Scott. And the ones that performed on the season finale, all of them, were Dipper Scott, of course, Night Journey, Seven, and Misty Rose. They all did really good jobs. Seven, when she was doing her performance, I tried to count, but I couldn't count. But behind her, there were duplicates of her that popped up, and the most I counted was 6. But I was like, I feel like there's probably 7 of them because her name is Seven, and 3 behind her on each side would make 7. But no, if there were that many, I kept missing one of them. But I don't know. But that was really cool on hers, and I don't recall right offhand what any of them sang. But Night Journey was explaining how her name, which I cannot remember what is, but her name in Muslim or the Arabic language that she speaks translates to Night Journey, and that's how she came up with the name for her character, which is just like totally cool. I think I'm going to turn this lamp off. No, it's too dark. Anyway. Anyway, it's kind of glaring in my eyes, so I was going to turn it off. But yeah, that's really cool how she came up with her name, is that that's literally what her name translates to in English. And my name, or what it means, I guess, is Night Journey. My name means Helper of Mankind, which would not be a very, a very good name for an avatar. And so the other one who performed, and I had accidentally written down Sephora, because she was in the semifinal that was the last one before this one, but the other one that performed was Misty Rose, and I have always loved the way that her hair is. It seemed like there was another, I guess Misty Rose is the one that she had roller skated before, and she used a swing in her performance for the finale. And I was like, man, I hope stuff like that doesn't keep either Night Journey or Dipper Scott from winning, because neither of them did anything like that. So if you're a fan of the show, you most likely know that Dipper Scott is the one who has Crohn's disease, and he mentioned, like, they were asking each of them, if you were to win this, what would you do with your winnings? What would it mean for you, and how would you spend your winnings? And he said that he'd pay part of his medical bills with some of the money. And I believe he also was hoping to take a trip, if I recall correctly. And so that cheered will.i.am up. And he was like, man, I was just thinking about how I grew up in the projects, and I was hoping to be an entertainer, and like to have something like that, like a medical condition or something else that could possibly stand in the way of you being able to fulfill your dreams, to be an entertainer, is just so heart-wrenching for him to think about that it brought him to tears, literally. So he told Dipper Scott that if he did not win, he would pay for his medical bills. He would help him with that. So that was like, whoa, what? And the look on Nick Lachey's face, I'm like, are you thinking he shouldn't have said that? Thinking he doesn't know what he's getting himself into? Are you thinking that's something you would never do? Or are you just so shocked that you don't know how to look, you know? But so they did their performances, and of course, the one I liked best was Dipper Scott. Um, and the one I liked second best was Night Journey, and my sister agreed with me on both of those, that Dipper Scott was best and Night Journey was second. And when they told the names of the people that were going home and being revealed, they didn't tell them in any particular order. And I did not realize that until they told the second one. So the first one that they told that was going to be revealed was Night Journey. And I'm like, no way is she the bottom. She should be second. No way is she the bottom. So then they went to reveal the second one, and you know, they were all like, oh, look, gosh, look, you know, and everything, like they always are whenever they're revealed. And so then the next one that was revealed was Misty Rose. And again, she says, once more, in no particular order. And I went, oh, okay, in no particular order. So it's possible that Night Journey did have the second most votes, because she was telling them in no particular order. But I would kind of like to know what order they finished in. But anyway, so they sent Night Journey home, and then it was between Seven and Dipper Scott. And I'm like, y'all, I don't feel like Seven is that great. They've been yippee-ki and Seven since the very start. And yeah, bless her, she was born with a severely low voice and was made fun of all of her life and everything. But I don't know. For one, yeah, her voice can get real low, but her range to me on the song that she did on the final episode was not near what Night Journey or Dipper Scott did, which is why I ranked them high, as well as their outfits and stuff like that. But thankfully, Dipper Scott won. He's the one that me and my sister were hoping would win. And not only did he win, but after he won, will.i.am announced, he said that like his manager, I think his financial manager, I think it was, called him and was like, did you really just promise an avatar that you would pay his medical bills? And he's like, yes, one thing you don't understand is there's a person behind that avatar. And he's like, he needs to be able to pay his medical bills. So whether he wins or not, his life can be better. So even though Dipper Scott ended up winning, will.i.am told him that he was going to double his prize money. He was winning $100,000, so he's going to give him an extra $100,000, which made $200,000, which is just so awesome. Like, wow, like, whoa, you know. And his explanation behind it is, he's like, I mean, the prize money is supposed to be to help them to further their careers and possibly help out with some debts that they already had going on in their life, but it was never intended to be able to pay for somebody's medical bills who has a chronic illness such as Crohn's disease, which thankfully Dipper Scott is currently handling. He has it, where it's basically under control, or he wouldn't have been able to be on the show, so that's good. And now I'm going to talk about The Masked Singer, Season 6, Episode 12, or the Group B finale. As everyone probably knows, and everyone's probably already seen this, I was planning to make this video. I watched it Wednesday morning. I was planning to make it like around 9 a.m. or Wednesday, not Wednesday, I'm sorry, I watched it Thursday morning because I can't watch it when it's on. So I was planning to make the video around 9 o'clock Thursday morning, and life got in my way again, and here I am making it today. But anyway, so yeah. And please check out the Mystery Mondays video from last week about the Halifax explosion. I know since it wasn't about cold cases, a lot of people possibly were like, I don't want to watch that one. But my sister watched it and she said that she really enjoyed it and found it very informative. So please check it out. Also, please subscribe, hit your like button, and as always, feel free to comment. Though there won't be live comments because my internet and my browsers were not cooperating. Part of what it was Mozilla I had accidentally hit, and it was updating So yeah, I didn't realize that until I closed my Google Chrome and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, I forgot that was open. That's what the issue is. But anyway, so the Group B finale was Banana Split versus Queen of Hearts. So this took it down to two finalists for the first time ever. As with Group A, the two finalists for Group B performed by themselves and in duets with famous singers. On this episode, Banana Split sang with Robin Thicke, and Queen of Hearts sang with Nicole Scherzinger, two of the panelists, as you know, from the show. The only new clue that I really picked up for Banana Split, though, oh, yes, I confused myself. The only new clue I really picked up for Banana Split, though I intend to go through all of the clues for the two finalists, that would be Bull and the one that won Wednesday night's episode, and try to make a vlog about that either Tuesday or Wednesday morning before the Wednesday night episode premieres, so everyone can have a view of what the clues were. Might mention the songs that they sang and who they're by. Probably not, though, probably just the clues, and try to eliminate some of the clues that don't seem as important and go on the ones that seem more important, and try to use those to help figure out who Bull and the other person are. I almost said who it is, which I'm sure y'all know because this is like freaking Monday of the next week, right? Anyway, so yeah, the only clue that I picked up, the new one for Banana Split, was the Windy City clue. So I was still feeling like they were Martin Short and Selena Gomez from Only Murders in the Building. So I looked up information related to them and Chicago, which for those of you that are not from the United States, which a lot of my subscribers are not, that is Chicago is the Windy City. Though there are several windy cities. But so yeah, I found out that Martin Short performed with Steve Martin in Chicago for at least 20 years at a certain theater. And I also found out that Selena Gomez had an emergency kidney transplant in Chicago. And I was like, whoa, is that why she was like feeling so sick that one time? Remember, she had to cancel her tour in the middle of a performance because she had severe pain. And yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened then. So yeah, I was like, okay, so it could still be them, you know. Someone has to try and call me every time I'm making a video. No, recording will not be stopped because I'm not answering these. You know, in the United States, the government healthcare thing, which is a big joke realistically. Anyway, you're supposed to have chosen your insurance major decisions by December 15th. So I get approximately 30 calls a day, no joke, about 30 calls a day from people trying to sell me insurance through the government plan because none of the plans are free in the state that I live in, which is part of why I say it's a big joke. But anyway, so Banana Split, I believe this is accurate. It may not be because I had to Google it, and it had been a while since I'd seen the episode. I didn't want to watch the entire episode again. I guess I could have gone to it and just done that part. My allergies are acting up, y'all. I'm sorry. And I'm having bladder problems. But anyway. So, Banana Split sang Singing in the Rain by Arthur Freed. Well, she sang it. He still just played the piano. And with Robin Thicke, they performed Don't You Worry About a Thing by Stevie Wonder. Both of the performances were very good, but this season has been filled with excellent performances, don't y'all think? I've just really been impressed with the performances this season, even if the person turns out to be someone that I don't really know that well. It's like, whoa, they were good. And like even Larry the Cable Guy, Rob Schneider, I'm like, whoa, they can both sing. Like not the greatest in the world, but they can both sing. Rob Schneider actually did really good, I thought. So, of course, the other one that performed was Queen of Hearts. She sang Sia's Bird Set Free, which I don't think I had ever heard. I don't really listen to Sia, don't really know who she is. Occasionally I might hear one of her songs on the radio and might listen to it and just not know it's her. But yeah, I had never heard that song before, and I believe one of the panelists said they had never heard it either. So she sang that for her solo performance, and she performed Dream On by Aerosmith with Nicole Scherzinger, and it was like, whoa, okay, that's good, y'all. Not that the other one was not good, but like the Dream On was like, whoa. And her tone on Dream On brought me back to Miley Cyrus, while another Alice in Wonderland clue, namely the Tea Party setting, or Tea Party scene. Didn't that make you think? The Tea Party scene. Anyway, that made me think perhaps it's Anne Hathaway. She was in Alice in Wonderland, and I know there have been at least maybe I think 2 other clues. One was a white rabbit, and there was another one. I can't recall what it was. Maybe the little card that says "Eat Me" on it. I don't remember, but I'm gonna look through the clues so I can figure out what this stuff is. But yeah, so that made me think maybe Anne Hathaway, because she can sing. She sang in Shrek. No, that's not the right one. Ella Enchanted and The Princess Bride. Hi, Joey. Did Grandma wake you up? I'm sorry. I need to talk quieter so you can sleep. He's not had much of a nap today. But yeah, so, and the reason I say, after mentioning the Tea Party scene and then repeating the Tea Party scene part, is because I just realized that she could either be a member of the Tea Party, which is a political party in the United States, a political group, or she could be British. And I was also thinking about the fact that it was the Tea Party scene, and the only female that is in the Tea Party scene of Alice in Wonderland is Alice. So I was like, could she be Mia Wasikowska? I know I'm saying her last name probably wrong. Sorry, Mia. But it could be Mia Wasikowska, who played Alice in the 2010 Alice in Wonderland movie and is Australian. That would explain the accent. We've had a couple of people that it's been like, they seem like they have a real southern accent and they turn out to be British or Australian or something along that line, so that could be possible. And so at the moment, and bear with me because this is awful. I have a big decision to make, y'all, on Queen of Hearts, right? So at the moment, I am torn. No, I don't think she's Natalie Imbruglia, who is a great singer, but I am torn between Miley Cyrus, Debbie Ryan, Kelly Clarkson, and Mia Wasikowska. Though I noted she could possibly be Helena Bonham Carter, who played the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland 2010, or she could also, of course, be Anne Hathaway, who played the White Queen in Alice in Wonderland 2010. So, naturally, her performances were also very good, and I felt she was slightly better than Banana Split. The majority of the panel and studio audience agreed with me. I'm not even going to sugarcoat this because I'm sure that you all have seen this by now. Oh my gosh, I just forgot who it was that I said I also thought she may possibly be. Oh no, that's not what it was. Anyway, I was going to make a note over here. And I probably am not going to do all of the I'm probably not going to do the full description when I initially post this so that I can get it posted because, I wanted to post it at noon, but my internet and browsers didn't allow for that. I started recording it. I attempted to start recording it at 12:14 p.m. after putting most of my information in, and then stuff just wasn't working right. So I was like, okay, never mind. I'll do it not live then, and it'll just be posted at 1 p.m. instead of 12 p.m., but whatever. It's just, that's the way my life has always been. I've been trying to be upbeat and happy and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yes, as I said, they agreed with me on the fact that Queen of Hearts was better, slightly, mind you, better than Banana Split. And I think the clincher was probably Dream On that she performed with Nicole Scherzinger. Not that the other duet was not excellent, but I think that just pushed her over the edge. So, Queen of Hearts moved on to compete against Bull in the season finale. Banana Split was revealed, and I couldn't recall who my initial guess was for them. I was like trying to think about it. I'm like, who did I think they were? Because I'm like, maybe I just don't even know. Maybe I'm just not even going to guess. Well, basically, apparently, I chose to go with Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, which I thought was funny at the time. Like, I wrote, I guess I'll go with LOL, Justin Bieber, LOL, and Ariana Grande, LMAO. Like, I don't know. But yeah, because Justin Bieber can play the piano, and the woman had obviously a strong singing voice, right? Is why I was thinking that way. So all of the panel members, except Robin Thicke, had initially guessed they were David Foster and Katharine McPhee. They decided to stick with that guess, but Robin went with Ryan Tedder and Leona Lewis. I was like, no way is that Ryan Tedder. He's sitting there playing the piano and not getting up and singing. No, that is not Ryan Tedder, as much as I'd love to see him on there. He would not be able to not sing, I don't think. So, I stuck with my guess, not my initial one, of Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, but I stuck with my guess of Martin Short and Selena Gomez and was very disappointed to see I was wrong. They did turn out to be David Foster and Katharine McPhee. So, Jenny finally has a point toward the Golden Ear Trophy, and Ken and Nicole are now tied with 2 points each. Ken pulls this off, though I don't remember who he guessed for Queen of Hearts or Bull, either one, but we shall see, I guess, right? So, for those of you who may not know, Katharine McPhee is an American singer-songwriter who also acts. Her acting debut was in The House Bunny, the movie The House Bunny, with Anna Faris, Emma Stone, Kat Dennings, Colin Hanks, Rumor Willis, sorry about that, and of course Hugh Hefner. Now, I meant to look up some of the songs that she sings, and I kind of forgot to do that. Sorry about that. And of course, David Foster is a record producer. I still don't get really where the director thing came from. I guess it's because he's a composer and he directs an orchestra some of the time. Well, I guess because Ken thought that's why he thought it was him. I'm moving much faster than that in real life, trust me. But anyway, he was doing this when he played the piano. So he's directing, he's conducting. So I guess it's that kind of director was what it meant. But David Foster is a record producer, composer, singer, and songwriter. I just wrote sing. Anyway, he's a singer and songwriter. And I messed up on this part, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me, and you'll know the songs and such. But some of his work includes After the Love Has Gone by Earth, Wind, and Fire. This Must Be Love, which I think I may also have further down here. I don't recall for sure. Who's Gonna Love You Tonight, which that one right there he recorded himself. St. Elmo's Fire Love Theme, it said. This one, Dill said St. Elmo's Fire Love Theme. I'm like, which song from St. Elmo's Fire is that? I don't know. That's an excellent movie. If y'all haven't seen it, you should really watch it. Oh, yes. The theme from the movie The Color Purple, and several recorded by well-known bands including Boz Scaggs' JoJo, and many power ballads by Chicago, such as Hard to Say I'm Sorry and You're the Inspiration. Those are two of the power ballads that he wrote for Chicago. Those are, for the record, two of my very favorite Chicago songs. I used to tell my ex-husband our song was You're the Inspiration. Of course, he isn't anymore. But anyway. And then it said John Parr's St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion is the other word for that one. And I was like, that might be the same song I mentioned before, but I don't think so. I don't see how that would be a love song, Man in Motion. But yeah, Man in Motion is the one that they play. It's the actual theme song, the one that they play when they show a guy running down along the water, and such. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know if that's the same one for sure or not. And he also wrote Toni Braxton's and possibly produced them. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, Toni Braxton's Unbreak My Heart, Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, and Celine Dion's Because You Loved Me, just to mention some of them. So, he's a very well known person. My sister posits that he only played the piano instead of singing because he figured that people would recognize his voice, which is very, very possible. And like three of the panelists got it off the bat, and I know they went back and forth guessing other people throughout the season. But then whenever they heard their initial votes, to me, it seemed like Ken and Nicole were both kind of surprised to hear that that was who they had guessed. But then they decided to stick with it, and so they, in addition to Jenny, got points for the Golden Ear Trophy. But anyway, that is all of my discussion for the Alter Ego and the Masked Singer Season 6 Group B finale. As I said earlier, I'm going to do some research into cold cases and try to look into at least two of the more recent cases. I might not find anything on any of them that is new, but I will try to give some new information that I have not given before, or just refresh your minds on some of the information about cold cases of missing persons in national parks in the United States, and some of the more recent ones as well. For right now, though, I am going to go so I can check on little guy that I accidentally woke up. I know he's tired and he wants to go back to sleep, most likely. So, everyone, have a great whatever time of night or day it is in your part of the world. Stay safe and stay positive.